Hello and welcome live to your preview of what this training is going to be like next week. Today I am calling this is your preview to how to end emotional eating. If you are not familiar with what's kind of been going on here, I teach you can have the margaritas and the abs, which you can't see low, because ultimately, whether food is good or bad in your mind, all food is allowed on any kind of diet. Now, what I want to talk about in this is the beginning steps to a preview. Well, this is a preview. The beginning steps to what we're going to discuss next week live at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. Okay? So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm going to come live at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm going to discuss the beginning stages of how to get to what you want in order to remove emotional eating. Now, how would you know if you are right for this? First thing I want to do is identify that. Is there any point in your day that you say, I can't eat that? Foods that you avoid, social activities that you avoid, things where like you don't feel like you're comfortable in your clothes, where you feel like you have to diet, where somebody else is dieting around you, so you feel like you need to be dieting, where other people are getting results and you're thinking, maybe I need to try that, or you have a laundry list of diets that you've done in your past and minimal results, okay? If you can identify to those things, emotional eating is probably something you do. Please note, emotional eating is emotional eating. It is bored eating. It is stress eating. It is binge eating. All of these things have to do with emotions because all food is emotion. And I'm sure you've probably read it in my post before, but let's say you haven't. What I mean by that is, if you think about when you were little and you went to a party, it was exciting to get the cake and the ice cream. And maybe in your, teens, 20s or whatever, it was exciting to drink when it was not allowed, or it was exciting to have the keg at the party or do keg stands or whatever it was back, in the day. And maybe now it's like trying the new wine, or, as you move up higher and higher in your 6 and 7 figure business, maybe it's also the position of getting to eat the fancier steaks and go to the fancier restaurants and really enjoy the food, right? Food is emotion. It's a piece of us. Food is not just fuel, it is, but it also provides to us a certain social status, right? If you think about it, back in the olden days, the bigger you were, the more wealthier you were. I don't know if anybody's ever watched The Princess and the Princess Frog, but I think that has to reason. If you look at that, the two white people in the movie that are extremely well off or big in comparison to the African American people that are in the video that are not, right? I think that's portrayed in there for a reason, because they were saying these people have wealth and these people don't. And I'm not going to get into any of that. I'm not saying, one action towards a color or race or anything like that. It's just the movie. It's Disney. So please feel free to go watch it if you want to. But there's so much social status in there, right? There's social status in, the king, got everything. And you wanted to go to the king's house because he had the best food and the wine, right? Maybe when you were growing up, you had things like that too. Like maybe you had the rich kid friend that whenever you went over there, it was like there was cake, ice cream, cookies, and cupcakes and cake, right? Whereas you just had one of those things at your party, okay? I want you to involve all of that because those are pieces. There are pieces to all of this that play. So here's our preview. Now, if you've been watching, I want you to drop a comment. # live, # replay. Tell me you're here. Ask questions along the way, okay? I want you to get the most out of this to be set up for next week, okay? And I'm going to start this preview by something that may rattle your cage. But the diet that you're on does not want you to succeed. I don't care if you were on macros. I don't care if you were on keto. I don't care if you're on Atkins, Weight Watchers, some doctor-approved diet, whatever it is you're on, they do not want you to succeed. They want you to become addicted to them, lose it, feel good, gain it back, and repeat. Or get addicted to them and remain on it. Every supplement company is like this. Think about it. When was the last time your supplement company was like, oh, you only have to do this for a bit of time? No, you have to stay on some sort of the products for the rest of your life. There is no come off of it. They want you to stay on it. The difference with what I'm teaching you here today is that this is the last diet you will ever need, because what they don't want you to know, I want you to know. I want you to erase the food emotion that is in your head and be able to say, yes, I want that donut, and eat the donut without guilt, shame, or the scale going up, or no, I don't really want the donut, and be okay and walk away. That is the ultimate goal. That is food freedom. That is diet freedom. That is living freedom. That is vacation freedom. You picture your life as being free. You became an entrepreneur, a CEO. You're making 6 and 7 figures. You deserve a free life, okay? Free of all of these things that are trapping you and confining you into this diet box, because they don't want you to succeed. Think about that. Re-watch that and really think about it. Weight Watchers become Weight Watchers for life. Nutrisystem has different systems, and then they want you to stick on the food. They make no promises when you go back off. Keto, macros, all those things must do for life. Intermittent fasting must do for life. No diet says do it for a period of time and then you get to go back to normal eating, okay? No diet says that. And if so, there's little ways that you can switch to do it, but you must still stick to something or you'll gain it back, okay? So think about that as I show you what I want you to think about as we go into the next piece. Okay. Right now in your head, I want you to picture a food that you deem is bad. Could be a donut, could be a hot dog, could be spaghetti bolognese, could be a steak. Something that you deem as that food is bad for me, that food would cause me to gain weight, that food will cause me to do X, Y, or Z. I want you to picture in your head. And I want you to close your eyes. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to take a few deep breaths. Okay, so take a deep breath in and out. And in and out. Now picture that food. Just the food on a plate. Okay? Now picture yourself eating the food. What do you feel? How do you feel in your body? What thoughts are running through your head? Have you just automatically said, well, I wouldn't eat it? I wouldn't eat it. If you feel bad, if you feel guilty, if you feel shame, if you feel that the scale's going to go up, or you have to go kill yourself at the gym, or that it may not fit into your macros, or that it probably took all your Weight Watchers points, it went against keto, it went against Atkins, it went against the rules that you were taught by your doctor to follow, maybe makes your cholesterol go through the roof. What is it? What do you hear? If you can see any of those things or hear any of those things, please feel free to open your eyes, by the way. The food emotion code is what will erase it. There is no diet out there that is mainstream that I like to call the Goodwill diets. Everybody can go get one. They're cheap enough that even if you're barely cutting it each month, you can enroll in them. They are destined to keep you stuck. They don't want you to get the result that you want. These things that go through your brain are the reasons why the scale goes up. These things are the reasons why you see no results. This is why clients come to me. They are done dieting. They are done with the Goodwill mainstream diets. They have decided that they are worth being happy. They decided that health is of importance to them and that they built their business. They got high in their company. They are living their best life and they deserve to eat the steak or the lobster or the fancy food or the bottle of wine every night that they can finally afford to buy the $100 bottles they've wanted to try. and they don't want food to control them anymore. Because food is status. Food is fun. Food is life. Watch a little kid get an ice cream and light up. Watch a kid for the first time get a bite of food and look at the way they play with it in their mouth and their face lights up. Look at someone like me who enjoys her food. I could do chips and cheese and Mexican food with my friends almost every night. I could, because I enjoy the ambiance. I enjoy the food. I enjoy the margaritas. I enjoy the chips and cheese, okay? And I don't do it and then think, oh, I'm gonna have to kill myself tomorrow when I work out. No. Imagine the freedom. You built a business. You are a CEO. You are in control of your life and you are in control of your diet. But we are taught that we must go to these goodwill diets to get our answer. When you shop at the Gucci store, you deserve the Gucci diet. When you buy the Tesla, you deserve the Tesla diet. Diet in terms of the old words, which is everything you consume in a day. Your diet is everything you consume in a day. Right now, you are on a diet. It's every food that you eat every single day. That's your diet, okay? So how do you move out of that? You end this. You find out, number one, your food emotion code. That's through this program. Number two, you make sure that you pay attention next week to every live training at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Friday, I'm doing a Q&A session. It won't be live. I'm literally going to Zoom it, and I just want people on there that want to ask questions and get to the root of their solutions. And the last thing you need to do is believe that the investment in the Tesla is worth it. The investment in the Gucci bag is worth it. So the investment in this food emotion code will be the last diet you ever need, and it will erase the need for you to constantly pay for the crazy supplements and the crazy diets and the crazy personal trainers. It will help you to erase that so you can fully live your life the way you want to. Lobster in hand, steak in hand, no guilt, no shame. I hope to see you there at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next week. I will be emailing details. Please feel free to comment below or personally directly message me so that way I can send you the link to register so you don't miss any details and you can catch all the replays. I look forward to seeing you next week and helping you build your own food emotion code so you can ditch the goodwill diets and start running with Tesla and Gucci instead. I'll see you next